Welcome back to the channel, Mascara and Magazines. I'm excited that you're here. Today I just want to do a very basic, I don't know, kind of like a process of how and why I carry a Glock 19. So it looks like a big firearm, especially if you're just looking at it on the shelf or you hold it. I don't think my hands are abnormally large or small. I am 5'5" and 133 pounds. So we're gonna look at what that looks like. So yes, this is just a general, unisex t-shirt. It is a solid color. So solid colors tend to show. They let your firearm print more than printed pattern things do, but it is there. And position and holster are gonna make a big difference. So I'm not kidding, it's there, Glock 19. So I carry this in a crossbreed holster. So we're gonna take this out, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna do a whole review on this holster later. This is empty and clear. I'm not gonna do this in every video because it drives me nuts, but for those of you tuning in, it is, we are fine. So Hollow Sun TLR7, right? And this is 15+1. So why do I carry this? What happened? When I first got into the firearms world, I kind of impulse bought, I feel like, my first gun. My husband bought it. He was with me, encouraged me to buy it. He was like, you seem like you like it. It looks comfortable, fits your hand. If you want it, get it. It was our anniversary, so that was kind of like our 5th anniversary present. So that has been 10 years ago now? No, 9 years ago. Long time, lots has changed. That first firearm I bought was a little bitty Ruger LC9, not the S, okay? So if you had that gun, you know that trigger was terrible. It was just, you had to pull that thing all the way to the back before it would fire. And in doing that, I was actually turning a little bit because it was just such a far trigger pull. It wasn't comfortable, but I didn't know. I just bought it. It was okay. And then I was like, I don't think I really like this trigger. So I had it about a year and we bought almost matching SIGs. So my husband bought a 938. I bought the 238. They had them side by side. I'd never had a 380 before. And they kind of gave us a deal to buy them both together. So we did. He had the Ruger SR9C is what he had. So this was a long time ago. Like, they've got so many more options and things since then. But so he had that. He wanted something smaller. He wanted a little pocket gun. So that's what his SIG was. And it was okay. I liked how small these firearms were that I'd had up to this point. The 380, I really thought was going to be a little less snappy, but it wasn't. So no one was telling me at that point anything in that size is going to be snappy and uncomfortable. It's possibilities. Some people like them. They're great. They fit your hand. You like it, carry it, practice with it, all the things. But that's the only thing these people at the gun shop really wanted to keep putting in my hand. Which I get. Like, I'm kind of a small person, especially when I'm standing next to my 6'5" husband. I'm a small person. I don't have a lot of real estate and places to hide a firearm, so the smaller the better made sense. After that, my dream gun was the Kimber Micro 9, and I got it. I traded the SIG, I think, traded or sold it, got the Kimber, loved it, kind of. Compared to what I had, it was a step up, but it was still that just teeny tiny size. It's easy to conceal. You could even tell it was there. I could appendix carry for days and it was comfortable. I could drive. I could get in the floor and play with my kids. I could carry the baby. It was great. But no one said, what if you try this? Is there anything you don't like about this gun that maybe we can offset a little bit? No one asked me those questions, okay? We were at church one day and a friend of ours who carries, been doing this a long time, former military, we were talking about it and he said, you need to carry the biggest thing that you can conceal comfortably. And I thought, the biggest thing I can conceal. All I've had are these, and like I don't one I'd had my husband, I tried his SR9C. It felt massively big. He ended up with the Springfield XDS, and it felt massively big. And I was like, I can't do anything with that. Well, a lot of my problem was the bore height right here. They were big, blocky, tall. Like there was a lot going on here. So when I went to the Glock, this really made a big difference. I was very impressed. So with that, the friend said, I have a Glock 19. That's what I carry all the time. I have an extra one. It's just sitting in a drawer. I can bring it to you. You want to borrow it for a couple of days, try it in a holster. I got a holster for it. I'll let you use, play with it. Different positions, cants, all that stuff, and just see if it's comfortable, see what you can do, okay? I cannot appendix carry this. I look like a man with a man package. It's just not a thing. Not gonna do it. But that's okay. So I carry that 3 to 4 o'clock position, and it works. Now, is it hard to conceal? You put a 2-pound brick on your body, it's going to feel like this giant neon sign that says, hey, I'm carrying a gun, look at me, look what I got. The average Joe Blow person in Walmart, they're not gonna realize it. They're not gonna know. So if you are just starting on this journey of trying to conceal carry, it's so big, it's printing everywhere, it's obvious to you because you know it's there, okay? So carry it, get used to it. It is going to hopefully just become a part of your body. That's what this has done. Holster and position, huge difference, okay? So I borrowed his, carried it for a little bit. My husband already had a Glock. He had already made that transition, and he actually bought the G45, which is a 9mm, but it was, I don't remember if it was a 9 slide and a 17 body or a 19 with a 17 slide. I don't remember. He liked it okay, but he didn't really, carry the weight. He didn't hate it, didn't love it. It worked better than what he'd had before, so he was fine with it. And so we started talking about the pros and cons. Why Glock? We had honestly kind of avoided them for a while because it's the gangster gun. It's the bad guy gun. That's what all the movies have. They're ugly. It's just this brick of heavy ugliness. Like, it's very plain, whatever. It's firearm. It is for your self-defense and protection. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be colored. It has to function and be reliable. And guess what? That's what a Glock is. It's functional and reliable. Why don't I carry a revolver? I don't like them. I don't like the handle. I cannot get a good grip on the grip on them. My mom has, she's been through like 3 of those revolvers. She's had the Lady Smith Airweight or Lightweight or whatever it's called, and 2 more full-sized heavy firearms in the revolvers. It's just not my cup of tea, okay? I don't like them. I don't like the trigger pull on them at all, and I feel like the recoil is more. So the smaller you go, so yes, it is a lightweight gun. Yes, it is small. Yes, I can conceal it. Yes, I can put it in my purse. I can put it in a flashbang and carry it in a bra holster. Great. Is it comfortable to shoot? So the idea is when you shoot it, you are absorbing all that recoil, and we're going to get into proper grip technique and recoil and all that stuff in a different video, but just I want to get your thought process going on how do you pick a firearm, okay? It is uncomfortable. So the smaller the firearm, you are absorbing that recoil. The smallest gun that I've shot that I liked, that I would have just a pocket gun, or I'm going to go work out and need something small, would be a Glock 42. It is a 380. Don't really want to change calibers. I like my 9, but it does not have the recoil to me that the other ones have. Some of you have arthritis in your hand. You like the easies. They rack real good. Not a problem. Stick with it, okay? But also think outside the box. The gun world is predominantly male, and they have different body types, preferences, hand sizes, all that stuff than us. So this is more like woman to woman point of view, okay? I have fibromyalgia. My hands hurt all the time, and when I go to the range, the longer I shoot, when I get to like that 100 round and I present my firearm, I can actually see my hand shaking and my red dots like because my pain increases, but it's not enough to get me off target. I can still manage it. So I understand some of that arthritis, hand pain, nerve disorder, stuff like that, carpal tunnel. I get some of that, okay? And this does fine. It is heavier, but the wider grip is going to give me more real estate to hold on to this, and I can manage that recoil better. So just try it. The best thing you can do is go to the range, rent several firearms, different calibers, different sizes. If the sales guy or woman is trying to put a little revolver in your hand and that's all they really want to talk about, don't shop there and give them your business. Okay? I'm kind of picky on stuff like that. If you are, especially if I go by myself, because I can, if you treat me like I have no idea what I'm talking about and I'm this poor helpless little girl and you have to, break everything down to the kindergarten level, or you're trying to stick a little J-frame revolver in my hand, I'm going to leave. I'm not an expert. I'm not competition level shooting, but I'm not a 5-year-old. Okay? So if you can't be respectful and talk to me as a person, I'm not going to give you my business. And I'll tell my husband about it, and he's probably not going to give you his business either. So that's just, try it. Get out of your comfort zone. Even if you're like, that looks really big, I don't know if I can carry it. Try. Just shoot it. Just see. Borrow a friend. So why Glock? Lots of people make firearms in this size. Why Glock? Our magazines can interchange. Even if it's a 17, California compliant. Some of you guys are limited to 10 rounds. They've just taken our 15 round mag and they've riveted it so you can only get 10 in there, but it's still gonna fit. So anything, whether it's a G45, Glock 17, Glock 19, as long as it's a double stack, I can stick my 15 round magazine in it. I carry 17 round backups. I keep 2 of them with me, and they're a little bit longer because you got that extra 2 rounds. They will seat into a 17, a 19, the G45, anything like that. As long as it's a 9mm double stack, it will seat. So panic situations, because that's what this is for, is self-defense. Things hit the fan and go bad. I can pick up someone else's Glock and shoot it, use their mags, ammo, whether I'm shoving mine in theirs or taking theirs and putting it in mine. We can swap ammo and magazines like that. Most of our security team at church carries Glocks. There's 2, 3, 4, 5 of us, I think. We can throw mags and ammo back and forth all day long. It's just convenience. Any aftermarket company, you want a new trigger, you want aftermarket sights, you want a holster, you want whatever, Glock. It's so versatile. If they're making anything, they're making it for Glock. There's a reason that a lot of your police carry this. They function. They are easy to take apart. No external safety, okay? The safety you have is right here on the trigger. You can see this little, maybe you can't, the little extra right here. If I am not completely on that, it's not gonna fire. It's not gonna go back. Only when I have proper finger placement is it gonna go. It's gonna lock back. Now, with it locked back like this, I can put a fully loaded magazine in here and that gun is not gonna go off. Not till I rack the slide. So it is kind of a safety. I can store it like this if I choose. Nothing was racked, there's no round, that trigger has been reset. It's just a different kind of option that I like. I don't need that external safety. Why? Your finger is the number 1 safety. Your holster is actually the number 1 safety. Your finger's number 2. Don't put your finger in there, it's not gonna go off. Secure the holster. That's why I like this with the Kydex on it. I am not worried about my gun getting caught on something getting in it, like when you purse carry and your keys getting there, you don't know. So I'm not concerned about the external safety. Why? For those reasons, and that little Kimber Micro 9 that I like so much, all 3 of those guns, the Ruger, the SIG, and the Kimber, had external safeties on them. Just a little thumb safety right here, just, no big deal. It seemed great because I had kids. I was coming with my firearm, but not like as much as I am now, just from experience and time. And I was at a training. We were lined up. I was the only girl out there. And the guy leading it over here, I'm right in front of him, who has a shot timer. So there's the pressure of the shot time, or the pressure of, I really need to keep up with these guys over here because I'm the only girl out here, so I feel like I have something to prove. He was doing 2 reload 1, all 3 rounds on target as fast as you can, hitting the target. So we had 2 rounds, racked, concealed, and when the shot timer went off, we grabbed from concealment, 2 rounds down range, dropped the mag, reload, 1 down range, and done. And I did that, no big deal. Ran it again, and as I'm drawing, I thought I hit my safety on my way to present, and I missed it. Pulled the trigger, didn't go bang, racked the slide, threw that round out, tried again. Now I'm down a round, and I missed the safety. It scared me because that was 3 to 5 seconds that my life and or my children's lives could have been in danger and compromised had that been in a real life self-defense situation. If you have a safety, train, muscle memory, find it, get it off. You can carry with it off. That's what I started doing. I carried with it off. Know the condition of your firearm. Know that it is loaded or not. I do carry one in the chamber. I do not want to give the bad guy an advantage, okay? So he already has an advantage because his weapon or whatever is already drawn, ready to go. He has his intent set to bring harm. I have to see it and acknowledge it and then react and then rack my slide. Probably not going to be enough time. So don't Israeli carry, okay? Carry one in the chamber. So mags interchange, aftermarket companies, lots of parts, accessories, extra magazines, holsters galore, all that stuff. Super easy to find, super convenient. Warranty, all that stuff. Customer service is fine. Don't have a problem with them. We had to deal with them for something, and I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't a problem. All the aftermarket wonderful accessories, gonna work. Glock, they are made for that. A lot of this stuff is standardized, but if anyone's making it, they're making it for Glock. So, great firearm. It's reliable. It works. They are easy to clean, and I will be doing a cleaning video on that at some point in the near future to talk about how to do that, what that looks like, how easy it is, putting it back together, parts, things like that. So, if you are just getting into the firearm world, try everything, okay? Do not be intimidated. Don't be intimidated. Don't let your husband pick your firearm, please. Go to the range, try them out, borrow somebody's, go with a friend. Take classes if you want to, meet with a range instructor, anything like that. So that is my progression. Whatever you buy first, it might not be what you stay with, and that's okay. You're probably going to have a drawer full of holsters. That's okay. Different positions, different sizes, full Kydex, hybrid. There's so many options inside the waistband, outside the waistband. That's okay. This is an investment. It is worth it. It's going to take time. It's not a big deal. Just know that going in. So like I said, this is my 4th carry pistol, and I've had this one for about 3.5 years. Finally happy with it. I'm at to the point where I go to the gun store and I'm like, I don't need anything else. Need doesn't necessarily mean I'm not going to buy it. We all know how that goes. But I'm not looking to upgrade. I'm not looking to change from this. It's reliable. It's it. And this is where I'm at. That doesn't mean that Glock's for everybody. You don't have to like it. You don't have to carry it. Whatever you choose, whatever you carry, just know what it is. Practice with it. Train with it. Know your firearm inside and out. So, that is it. That is my progression from when I started, why I carry a Glock, how I carry it, and hopefully this is a help to someone. And like I said, this isn't the end all be all. I'm never going to say if you carry, a small 380, then you're wrong, or if you carry a revolver, you're wrong. That's not how the gun world works, okay? We're all different. That's why there's a million holster companies and a million gun companies and a million sizes and calibers and all that stuff. Find what works for you, okay? So if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments. If this was a help to you, please let me know, and stay tuned for more content to come.